Welcome to this part of the video. In this video, we're going to see how do we build the relationship. And now that we have all of these different tables, we need to connect them together for it to start working, or else your data is going to be messed up. And I will show you later by deleting those relationships how the data is going to get messed. So once you have loaded this data, click on Power Pivot here and click on Manage. And this is going to load this view here. Okay, so this is the Power Pivot view, and now you will already see the different views here. Right now I'm in the data view. Under the data view, you can see I have these different tables here already that is loaded, and below this is the calculation field or the calculation area. If I uncheck this, you will see that is gone. I can turn it back on. So this is a toggle button. I can turn it on by clicking on this once again. Okay, off and on. Next, what is the other view? So let's just quickly go through the data. You will see, right, we have this complete products table, the sales, all of this is available here for us. Okay, next thing that we need to do is we need to build relationships. So how do we do that? That is under the diagram view. So click on the diagram view and you will see it loads something that looks like this. I'm not able to see all the columns. I can just increase the height of each of these sales, stores. I don't know, we have column 1, column 2. I think I forgot to add including headers there. So let us go back and correct this data. Let's just look at our stores file before that. I'm going to open my Excel file. Okay, under stores. So what do we have under stores? Let's just open that. Do we have a name? Yeah, so this actually store ID, store name, all of that. Let's just see if that is what we have here. Store ID. So just saying column 1, column 2. Let's just go back to the data view and check our stores table here. So if I go to stores, yep. So if you see here, this is not taken the header. Okay, so let me show you how do we do this. Now I'm going to go back here. We'll have to go back to our Excel file here. Where do we have that here? So this is the stores table, right? I can double click on this. So this is going to open the Power Query editor. And from here, what do I want to do? I want to convert this into a header, because it is taken column 1, column 2 as a header. How do I promote this as a header? Okay, so there are different options here. So you will see use first row as header. So I'm going to click on that and that's all. And you will see it is already done. I'm going to click on close and load. Okay, click on, yeah, it's just taking, it is refreshing. Okay, click on manage again. Okay. Okay, that file open, I didn't close that, so I'm going to come back here, and now you will see moment I do that, this is already refreshed here. Now I'm going to go back to my diagram view and you will see, yes, perfect, this is what I need. And now if you remember, we spoke about the dimension table and the fact table. So now which of this is a fact table and dimension table? No, if you're watching this video in between, I would request you to go back and look at the fact and the dimension table to understand this. Okay, so in this, yes, our sales table is the fact table. Why? Because this has more frequent changes. Okay, and I'm going to keep that in between and I can move all of these around. So as a customer, so all of these are my dimension table, the customer, the product and the store. Now I want to connect them. I want to build the relationship between each of these. So what do I have common? So from customer, you will see here, I have the customer ID here. So customer here I have the customer ID, and under the sales, I have the customer ID. How do I build the relationship is I'm going to click on this. Ensure that you are clicking it and dropping it on customer ID itself. Don't put it on store ID or product ID, because then that's going to be a confusion. So I'm going to link customer ID to customer ID. The moment I do that, you will see it is created. You can see number 1 here and there is a star here. Okay. Let me show you how do you delete this. To delete it, click on this arrow here and delete. Okay. And you'll say delete from model. So that's gone. If I want to delete this table also, I can of course right click and delete this from the data model, and then it is going to, we don't want to do that. But in case you have accidentally added any table, you can do that. Okay. Again, what do I want to do? I want to build a relationship between this customer and the customer ID. So click on it, drag it and drop it here. So it creates what? One to many. What does that mean? The customer ID is one or unique here, but it can appear multiple times. That's the star. So one to many, it can appear many times in your sales table. So this relation is done. Next, what do I need? I need to create link or relation between product ID to the product ID here. Okay. And I can also hover on it, right? If I'm outside, okay, let's just say I'm going to click on this. If I hover on this, right? If I hover on this link, you can see what is linked. I can see product ID and product ID is linked. Here, customer ID and customer ID. What is the last one that I need to do? I need to link my store ID to this store ID here. So I have created again, store ID is once in my stores table, but I can appear multiple times in my store ID here. So we have all of this is linked. Now, how do I go back to the data view? I can just click on the data view and done. I can close this and now I can load this data into my table. Okay. But before doing that, let us also understand in the next section how do we add different column, understand the DAX functions, etc. So hold on and I will see you in the next video to understand DAX functions.